What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to CM Aviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today. And today we have the September 2025 Reno-Tahoe International Airport update for you all. I hope each and one of you are excited for today's video, as today we have a very exciting update. There is a bunch going on over there at the GA and cargo side, as you can see, but we still have quite a bit going on, including new models here at our civilian side, the commercial side of it. So with that being said, there is a bunch to cover today and so much news. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Fittingly enough, we have Nevada 1 here on Southwest's 737-800. This aircraft is currently making a non-stop flight today, fittingly to Las Vegas, and now it's going to be heading out to Austin. So it's been fun to see the variety of routes, and we continue to follow it along very closely. Next, we have our Southwest 737-700. This aircraft is currently getting ready to head over to Oakland today, and this aircraft came in after a non-stop flight from San Diego. So you'll see some various frequencies changing up, especially that San Jose and Oakland service. You'll see some months where it's daily, some months where it's multiple times a week. Just going to be a little bit of difference. So just keep your eyes peeled. This frame is featuring some various new items. First off, we have the Tiny Tugs Bushback Tug, which is absolutely awesome. Definitely use that code CM Aviation for 10% off, and all my discount codes are in the link in the description. So very happy to provide that for you all. Number two, a new model, the Gemini Jet Southwest 737-700 with skim turn winglets. So great to get this. This was in Mass Unboxing 64. This aircraft, and it looks really nice. Nice to get a nice contrast there to the Panda version, but Gemini definitely did a much better job than I think we would have expected. Taking it on over to Houston Hobby today, and this aircraft came in from Los Angeles. So it's really fun to see the progression, and they're definitely making huge progress. You get another Tiny Tugs item with that beautiful catering truck. Southwest does have catering trucks, so it's at the small hub airports. So this isn't crazy unrealistic. Here is the Boeing 737 MAX 8, and this aircraft is making a non-stop flight today, heading over to Chicago's Midway, and this aircraft is now going to be taking it on over to Long Beach. So yeah, we do have the Midway service and a couple of others for a few weeks here in September, so definitely want to highlight those as we start to transition into the fall months. So that's exactly what we got going on right there. Next, we have Illinois 1 on the Southwest 737-800. This aircraft is currently making a non-stop flight today, heading on over to the great airport of, let's see here, let's send it on over to, I'm just thinking if there's any that I clearly missed. Phoenix, Sky Harbor, and Denver. Those are the two. Those are easy to go under the radar with the competition, but still focal points for Southwest's operations. So definitely want to keep those in mind as we continue to move forward. We have a poorly lit Frontier Airbus A320neo. It's great to have Flower to Hummingbird in here today, and Frontier continuing their revival here on the small hub airports. Even Tulsa finally is going to be making the mix here next month. Anyway, this aircraft is currently making a service out to Las Vegas today. Came in from Denver, so yeah, it reminds me of the fall 2019 updates when they started all these and had them for a long time, pulled out, and then now they're fortunately back. And I honestly think for good, but Frontier is kind of unpredictable, so don't want to speak too soon, right? Next, we have the Delta Boeing 757-200. Great to get Delta in here with their Atlanta service, so certainly a very good looking aircraft.
Wildcat Diecast has some of the best model aircraft deals out there. From great prices to all the brands to free shipping, Wildcat Diecast has you covered. This model aircraft retailer is a game changer and saves you money with every order. Save even more money with discount code CM Aviation for 10% off. Be sure to check out Wildcat Diecast and bring those amazing deals to your model aircraft collection today.
Also want to highlight the Tiny Tugs belt loader, which you can barely see, but the baggage carts are a little bit easier. Really nice work right there. So beautiful Delta 7 out to Atlanta. And then the Delta Boeing 737-800 with the lab truck as well. Very good details. This aircraft is going to be making service today, heading on over to Salt Lake City. So great to see this service continuing to thrive too. Spirit Airbus A320. This aircraft's heading up to San Diego. This kind of snuck up before the pre-recording. They just added a few San Diego flights in there. So glad that we were able to get it featured here. So this flight's headed up to San Diego. This does terminate this month, but cool that they operated that. And now it's going to be heading over to Las Vegas. So definitely cool to see Spirit doing what they do best. And lastly, we have the Delta Connection Embraer 175. And this aircraft is going to be making a non-stop flight today over to Los Angeles. So quite a good variety here at the Terminal B concourse here. And overall is looking quite nice. I also will take a look at the expansion here, and I'll add a clip about that here in a moment if I get the opportunity. Next, we have this Southwest 737-700 taxiing in from Dallas Love Field. This aircraft's now going to be making a non-stop flight today out to San Jose, California. So looking nice there on that particular service. And we also have the UPS Airbus E300 heading out to Sacramento's MHR Airport. It's nice looking there. Going to be heading out to Louisville as well. So let me get this setup adjusted here, and we'll take a look at the next side. Alrighty everybody, welcome to Concourse C, where we have quite a bit of action going on here. We do have some changes and a new model as well, so let's go ahead and get started. With this United Embraer 175, Tiny Tug's going strong there. You got the GPU and the catering truck. I know the catering truck's a little unrealistic, just really wanted to highlight them since they're so cool. Anyway, this aircraft's going to be heading out to Los Angeles today. That continues on the 3 daily services, bouncing down to 2 here pretty soon, but certainly very impressive to see the efforts from United, so that's certainly been very fun to watch. Speaking of effort, we got all the mainline traffic. 737-800s heading out to Denver today. Seeing a bunch of 738s, also quite a few A319s. Those have been the staples on that service, so it's been quite fun to watch and see the success here for United at Reno, so that's been awesome. Next up, more Tiny Tugs looking really nice. We have the Boeing 737 MAX 8. This heading out to San Francisco. They've actually been utilizing several MAX 8s on this service, so it's been really cool to see upwards of 3 daily, which is impressive. And I think actually for August and September, it was all mainline aircraft, which is incredible, or it might have been September, October. Yeah, September, October, that's what it is, I'm sorry. So very impressive, and it's certainly really cool to see what's going on here with these services. So definitely excited to see this continue, and no doubt working on a staple here as we continue to move forward. Next, we have the Boeing 737-700 out to Chicago O'Hare today. Once again, another very impressive service by all accounts. And yeah, United continues here with their current monopoly. So yeah, very nice. And overall, really happy to see the progression there for United. They are looking quite strong and more progress coming soon. But man, that San Francisco flight, all mainline, that is quite the contrast considering that wasn't even mainline at some point during this airport update series. Our next aircraft is this American Airlines A320. I unintentionally grabbed the famous 2020 release, but you know, honestly, we got to feature it, right? We got to represent with quite an incredible effort. This definitely is quite the contrast from what we know Gemini jets to be. Anyway, this aircraft's going to be making the service today, heading on over to Phoenix Sky Harbor today. Quite a bit of variety on this service. We're seeing A320s, 737-800s, and quite a few MAX 8s as well. So it's been interesting to see that. But the MAX 8's actually going to be going somewhere else in this update for different. And here it is right here on American Airlines. And this aircraft's actually going to be going over to Dallas-Fort Worth. So Dallas is seeing a couple of MAX 8s as well. So Reno is definitely quite an interesting station. At one time we had Charlotte service, we had Chicago service. All that's kind of dwindled, so we have our Phoenix and then Dallas services that continue to go strong. We will have another service that has been in and out in just a little bit. We'll talk about that more here in a minute. But yeah, the MAX 8 to Dallas is definitely cool. We have our Velar service E320 getting ready to push. This aircraft's out to Guadalajara today. It's been really impressive to see what they've been capable of doing with this service, and I'm definitely excited to see what's going to be next for the service. So definitely it's been really fun to watch. And then we have a beautiful Alaska section today, a very colorful one for sure. Beginning on the bottom with the Horizon Airlines Retro Embraer 175. This aircraft's going to be heading out to Los Angeles today after coming in from Portland. Now, I do know that San Diego service, I believe starting in October, I'm going to go back and verify the Alaska routes because I think there's another new one that just got announced. I want to say Orange County, I'm pretty sure just got announced, but we'll have the confirmation in the October update. But anyway, great to see Alaska continuing to expand. They had a really nice operation here several years ago, dwindled it down, and it seems like they're slowly bringing it back. So yeah, I'm really happy to see Alaska committing all these resources to the market, and it's exciting to think about what's to come. We also have a brand new, stunning new model right here, the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800 two-town liveries. So we've been fortunate to get quite a few really cool specials from Alaska, and no doubt really happy to feature them here in model form. And I think Toontown's one of the coolest liveries for sure. Anyway, this aircraft's going to be heading out to Seattle Tacoma International today. And I think they're operating 3 739s on this right now, which is really cool, but a couple 738s will come in. And then, yeah, still all the way through the schedule, 2 737s daily plus the 2 175s at the very least, some days more. So very impressive, and we continue to see what's going on as we continue to move forward. So Alaska doing what they do best. Now, from here on out, we'll have some really cool pieces to the update. We have a bunch of new, so I'm excited to show you all what we got going. First, we'll start with this American Eagle Embraer 175. This is actually the 2-week Los Angeles service. So I know I talked about Los Angeles coming back previously. It only ended up being for 2 weeks was the final revision, which is certainly quite a, I hate to say letdown, but I mean, come on, American. LAX is one of the biggest markets. So yeah, it is a couple CRJs. There's one Saturday, it's 3 daily, but that's pretty much it. There's not too much to the story. It's 2 daily for 2 weeks, so week and a half really. So anyway, excuse me, this is a 175. That's my feelings towards this. I'm just kidding. Anyway, this is heading out to Los Angeles. So definitely quite nice. And yeah, long live LAX, but Labor Day was nice. So that's what we have right there. Now you're going to begin to see several new models. AvGeek models is phenomenal. Check out the discount code linked in the description for AvGeek models, but they are a really cool 3D printing company, and you can just see the result right here. This is a citation, and this aircraft is going to be heading over to Flagstaff and came in earlier today from Los Angeles. So it is so cool to see the intricate details of these GA aircraft. Let me see if I can turn around here because I want to show you all, get you all a good view of what we got next. So yes, a really exciting touch up over here. So this is the new hangar FBO area. I know this has always been where I put GA, but I'm excited to enhance the landscape. So this is AvGeek models down the pipe. So they made the hangar, the FBO, and then also the 3D printed aircraft that are not the JSX. So very much appreciate their effort. This setup's going to be coming along, but this is just what we have to start here, and I think this is a really good start to the puzzle. So I know it's not completely realistic on this side, but just wanted to have a place where, you know, obviously we can feature all this. So let's start right here with the JSX Ember 145. Going out to Carlsbad, and this aircraft's now going to be making a flight to Orange County. It's looking quite nice. Also note the air steer right there, so that's looking quite good too. So very happy to see that. I'll get a different angle for these actually. So yeah, the hangar, this is just going to be used by a variety of companies. We'll get NetJets in here, FlexJets. So excited to start the progression. But as you can see right here, we have the beautiful hangar, and we have the Gulfstream G650ER. What a beautiful looking aircraft. And this airframe is going to be making a nonstop service today, heading on over to, this aircraft's going to be making a service over to Las Vegas Henderson and came in earlier from Seattle Tacoma. So looking quite nice right there. Let me see if I can bounce on over here to give you all a much better view. There we go. Of our next round of aircraft. So very excited to finally have some good variety. The Shapeways Citations did their best, but obviously now we have more proper ones like this one with the Navy tail. This aircraft's going to be heading out to Boston Logan today and came in from Austin earlier today. And I'm really excited to finally have Falcons. I'm really happy about it, and I think they look really nice. You'll also see the Globals making appearances as well, but just want to start here fairly basic with the Falcon. So yeah, this 8X is going to be making a flight today over to New York John F. Kennedy and came earlier from Seattle. So I really feel like this enhances the entire landscape. I completely forgot to get a military plane here, so let me see if I can somehow change that because I wanted to show how much the entire scope of my collection has progressed over time. So, and I knew I forgot a piece since I was rushing to set up. But anyway, I fixed it. We have this beautiful Arizona National Guard KC-135, just doing some local circuits around the area. So yeah, I also at some point would like to even do just a little mini C-130 ramp. I might see if I can squeeze it in somewhere on one of these corners. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I thought that this made the most sense for the hangar FBO area. So that's exactly what we have right here. And then we are not even done. So really soaked that in, really happy with how that turned out. Here's a nice look at the back. So yeah, really happy with that. But we also have some new cargo GSC. So finally, at long last, I got the Jet Set FedEx GSC. So that looks really nice right here. And I also over there got DHL and touched it up a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. So we got the FedEx Boeing 757-200. This is a really tough shot. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to the other side because it's too good of a shot not to use today. There we go, much better. So this aircraft's getting loaded up, and this aircraft's going to be making a service today, heading on over to Great Falls, there we go. And this aircraft came in earlier from Memphis, so looking quite nice. And now I'm going to get back to our 767, which as you can see, it's a little bit easier to see, but pairs up very nicely with the semis. And this aircraft's currently making a flight today, coming in from Memphis as well, and is going to be heading back out there. So very happy to see that. We got the UPS Boeing 767 freighter. This is a Louisville turn as well, so looking quite strong, and I'm very happy to feature it. And last but certainly not least for today, we got the DHL Boeing 737-800, and this aircraft's coming in from Los Angeles, now it's heading out to Cincinnati. So it has been so consistent. Have been very glad to feature it. Just does that Los Angeles Phoenix Reno circuit. So it's been quite fun to watch. So yeah, really exciting progression. I definitely am really happy with this, though. Maybe over there is where I'll put the C-130s, but I definitely would like to get one more and kind of make a ramp out of that down the line. But I certainly think this is tremendous progress. This was a really fun update, and I think this update really highlights where the model airport building landscape and 1-400 scale is going. We obviously got some extremely intricate GSC. We have hangar FBO combos now, which this was really not very realistic even 2 years ago, I would even say, but definitely not like 3 or 4 years ago. So tremendous progress. You obviously have the general aviation aircraft and then just some phenomenal GSC by all accounts, from Tiny Tugs, Jet Sets. So all my links are in the description if you want to save some money when getting these products. Huge shout out to all of these companies for being so cooperative and interested in promoting their brands with what I do here. I obviously want to be a small piece in everybody's journey, and that starts by, helping you all out. So I'm really glad to be able to provide this for you all, and I really hope that it helps all of you out in some way possible. But with that being said, I really hope all of you enjoyed this update. Stay tuned for more here on Reno. We are just getting started, and some new routes are down the pipeline. That being said, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do you love what you do? Goodness. My name is CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. CM Aviation is signing off.